Hey everybody, I'm Patrick and this is Rocky Mountain Style. If this is your first time here, welcome to the team, and if not, welcome back. Glad to have you. Today we're going to delve into yet another flannel as a part of the flannel series. And this, of course, is the RRL Matlock work shirt. As some of you know, I've spoken about this shirt a few times on the channel. I've mentioned it in other videos, showing the black and white check, or I guess black and cream check as it is. Been showing this off, talking about how I've been kind of wanting this shirt, having my eye on it since last year. My buddies over at Stag Provisions were kind enough to send this my way. So we will talk a little bit more about Stag after the intro here, but wanted to say a little bit about RRL. RRL, of course, is Ralph Lauren's American heritage workwear, Western, rugged, outdoorsy, sort of do-it-all brand. And as you'd expect with a high-end fashion label like Ralph Lauren, that comes with a pretty steep price. RRL will do anything from multiple $1,000 leather jackets to four-figure cardigans to $225 flannel work shirts like this one. So if you want to know a little bit more about this and why I went this way, a little bit more about Stag Provisions, please stick around after the intro and we'll get into it. Thanks. Okay, with all the intro stuff out of the way, let's get into the meat of the video. We're talking about the RRL Plaid Twill Matlock work shirt, of course, in black and cream. Of course, we are on Stag Provisions. Stag, as I mentioned in the intro, was kind enough to send this my way for a review. Stag, real quick, is a company started in Austin, Texas. I went to college at Baylor in Waco, I don't know, 90 minutes or so up the road. So I spent a good amount of time in Austin. It's a very cool city, really cool vibe. So this store right here, look at that picture. If I ever hit the Powerball, this is exactly what I would make my closet look like. I think you may as well. How cool is that? But yeah, Stag is an interesting company. They have a whole lot of brands that they offer that a lot of other sites don't offer. So you can just sort of peruse the list here, but a good mix of approachable, I guess, more common brands, and then a whole lot of really interesting, almost avant-garde brands in the menswear section. So if you don't already have Stag on your radar, definitely add them to the list of different websites that you frequent and check, for your obsession, just like I do on a daily basis. And if you are a friend of the channel, if you watch a lot of my stuff, you probably know I already have featured two things from Stag. So a little while ago, I bought two flannels, this Portuguese flannel in Black Watch, which I love, and this Sandrift Nolan Plaid outer known blanket shirt. So these outer known blanket shirts are really cool. But yeah, I have reviews up on both of those on the channel. So if you're interested, go check one of those out. Okay, let's get into the RRL Plaid Twill Matlock work shirt in black and cream. 225 bucks retail. That is a bit steep. Of course, there are pricier shirts out there, your Ironhearts and a lot of those really thick, rugged Japanese type flannels. This is definitely not to that level of thickness, and I haven't had those in hand, so I can't say if this is not up to those levels of durability and quality, but I can say it's definitely not as thick. This is more of a mid-weight type of a flannel. I keep saying flannel, it's a work shirt, but in general, people wear anything checked like this, like a flannel. People call them flannels colloquially, so we're going to call it a flannel. It's actually a 90-10 cotton blend, which I think is pretty cool. That 10% linen gives it a little bit of extra strength because, as we all know, linen is quite a bit stronger than cotton. And just the pattern on this thing, even though it's very simple, I like the interplay of black and cream together like this. It gives it a decidedly vintage feel, and I really like that. Also kind of makes it a little bit Western, even though it doesn't have a Western yoke or pointed pockets or anything like that. It kind of feels a little Western. And to be honest, I'm a little afraid to go full Western, so maybe this will be a gateway for me. But a couple other specs here real quick. So as I mentioned, linen blend. It's got the two flap pockets on the front. Something they don't mention though, if you see right here, and I'll do a little picture of it. It's got a little seam where you can put a pen in or a pencil, which I think is kind of cool, giving it a little extra functionality so you don't actually have to open the flap to get there. It has muslin reinforcements at the interior. I actually had to look up what muslin was. Think about gauze, but a little bit thicker, a little bit more substantial. And it gives a little bit of extra strength to the seams where those are. It has the authentic runoff chain stitch side seams, so if that's something that you enjoy, on a lot of higher end flannels they have that. This also has them. And yeah, that's more or less it, guys, on this. It's pretty straightforward, pretty cool shirt. This is one of those ones for me. I don't think this represents any sort of significantly awesome value or anything. It's just a brand that I've always wanted to try out. This shirt particularly called to me, so here we are. But yeah, let's talk about sizing real quick. So Stag mentions all measurements are taken from a medium or a 32. So if we go back over to details and down here, you have their measurement. 41-inch chest for a medium. So me having a 43.5-inch chest, I sized up to a large, and it fits me pretty perfectly. I've washed it and put it on light dry just for a few minutes to get the wrinkles out. No shrinkage, and it fits me really nicely at size large. So with that, if you have any questions about this specifically, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, let's get into the fit video. Okay, here I am showing off the shirt. I'm 5'8.5", about 189, 190 pounds in this video. You can see here the large fits quite well. I really like how the shoulders hit me right about where I want them to hit me. Plenty of room to move. Feels really cozy, really comfy. Really just a great all-around flannel. So if you were looking to add a double RL piece to your wardrobe, or if you just like the brand, if you like the colorway, something like that, and you don't mind dropping 2.25 bills on a shirt, maybe add this one to your list or throw it on your Christmas list or something like that. As always, let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.